Rome 509 BC, a city on the cusp of transformation. Gone was the rule of kings, replaced by a radical idea, the Roman Republic. This dramatic shift marked a turning point in history, not just for Rome, but for the world. No longer would a single ruler dictate the fate of the people. Instead, power resided in the hands of the citizens, exercised through elected representatives. This unprecedented experiment in self-governance would shape the destiny of Rome and leave an enduring legacy for centuries to come. The Roman kingdom, though instrumental in Rome's early development, was not without its flaws. The reigns of the later kings, particularly Tarquinius Superbus, were marred by accusations of tyranny and abuse of power. Superbus, as his name suggests, ruled with an iron fist, disregarding the traditional rights of the Roman people. His actions sowed the seeds of discontent among the aristocracy, who felt increasingly marginalized and oppressed. Stories of the king's cruelty and his family's excesses circulated among the populace, fueling resentment and a yearning for change. The stage was set for a dramatic confrontation that would alter the course of Roman history. Among those who dared to challenge the king's authority was Lucius Junius Brutus, a figure shrouded in legend but central to the narrative of the Republic's founding. Brutus, said to be a descendant of earlier kings, was a man of great influence and reputation. Outraged by the tyranny of Superbus, particularly an act of unspeakable violence committed by the king's son, Brutus spearheaded the movement to overthrow the monarchy. His impassioned pleas for liberty and justice resonated with the people, uniting them against their oppressors. Brutus became a symbol of resistance, a rallying point for those who yearned for a freer Rome. The final act in the drama of the Roman kingdom unfolded swiftly and decisively. Fueled by Brutus's leadership and the widespread yearning for change, the people rose up against Superbus. The king and his family, caught off guard by the ferocity of the rebellion, were driven out of Rome, their reign consigned to the annals of history. This bloodless revolution, remarkable for its swiftness and lack of bloodshed, marked the end of the Roman monarchy. In its place, a new system of government, radical in its conception, was about to be born. Section 5, From Ashes to Republic, Forging a New Path. With the expulsion of the Tarquins, Rome found itself at a crossroads. The old order had been overthrown, but the future remained uncertain. The task of forging a new government fell to the very men who had led the rebellion, men like Brutus and his fellow revolutionaries. They were determined to create a system that would prevent the abuses of the monarchy from ever resurfacing. The concept of a republic, where power rested with the people and their elected representatives, began to take shape. Section 6. The Senate's Rise. Guardians of the Republic. Central to this new system was the Senate, a council of elders who had long advised the kings. Under the Republic, the Senate's role expanded significantly. Composed of the most experienced and influential men in Rome, the Senate became the primary governing body responsible for shaping policy, directing finances, and overseeing foreign affairs. The Senate provided continuity and stability in the newly formed Republic. Its members, drawn from the ranks of the aristocracy, were deeply invested in the success of this new form of government. They saw themselves as guardians of the Republic, protectors of its fragile institutions against the threat of tyranny. Section 7. The Consuls balancing power in Rome. While the Senate wielded considerable influence, the founders of the Republic were wary of concentrating too much power in any one institution. They understood that unchecked power could lead to tyranny, a fate they were determined to avoid. To counterbalance the authority of the Senate, they created the office of the consuls. This was a strategic move to ensure that no single entity could dominate the political landscape of Rome. Two consuls, elected annually by the Citizen Assembly, served as the chief executives of the Roman state. This annual election process was crucial, as it allowed the citizens to have a direct say in their leadership, fostering a sense of involvement and responsibility among the populace. The consuls held significant power, commanding the army, presiding over the Senate, and enforcing its decrees. Their role was multifaceted. requiring them to be both military leaders and political administrators. However, their power was not absolute. The system was designed with several safeguards to prevent any misuse of authority. Each consul could veto the actions of his colleague, ensuring a system of checks and balances within the executive branch. This mutual veto power was a critical feature that maintained equilibrium and prevented unilateral decisions. This division of power, a cornerstone of the Roman Republic, aimed to prevent the rise of another king. By distributing authority among multiple officials, the Republic sought to create a more stable and fair governance structure, one that could withstand internal and external pressures. The consul's annual election and the system of checks and balances were innovative for their time, laying the groundwork for future democratic systems. The Roman Republic's approach to balancing power remains a significant chapter in the history of governance. Section 8. A Legacy of Law, the 12 Tables. In the early years of the Republic, the absence of a codified law was a source of tension and uncertainty. The ruling class, possessing an oral tradition of law, held a distinct advantage over the common people. To address this imbalance, a commission was appointed to draft a written code of law, accessible to all citizens. The result was the 12 Tables, a landmark achievement in Roman legal history. Inscribed on bronze tablets and displayed publicly in the Roman Forum, the 12 Tables covered a wide range of legal matters, from property rights to family law and criminal justice. Section 9. Beyond the Tiber, the Republic's expanding influence. The founding of the Roman Republic marked not only a turning point in Roman history, but also the beginning of its rise to regional and eventually global power. This pivotal moment set the stage for centuries of growth and transformation as Rome evolved from a small city-state into a formidable empire. Fueled by a spirit of civic duty and a thirst for glory, the Roman Republic embarked on a period of expansion. The citizens of Rome, driven by a sense of duty and ambition, played a crucial role in this growth. Their dedication to the Republic and their willingness to serve in the military or participate in civic life were key factors in Rome's success. City-states and kingdoms across the Italian peninsula fell under Roman sway. The Republic's military campaigns were relentless and strategic, targeting key regions and cities that would bolster their power and influence. Each victory brought new territories and resources under Roman control, further fueling their expansion. Through a combination of military prowess, shrewd diplomacy, and a pragmatic approach to incorporating conquered peoples, the Roman Republic expanded its influence far beyond its humble beginnings. Roman leaders were adept at negotiating alliances and treaties, often integrating conquered peoples into the Republic as allies or citizens, which helped to maintain stability and foster loyalty. The values and institutions established in the wake of the revolution formed the bedrock of this expanding empire. The Roman Senate, legal systems, and civic structures provided a framework that supported the Republic's growth. These institutions not only governed the city of Rome, but also extended their influence to the newly acquired territories, ensuring a cohesive and unified empire. Section 10. Echoes of Rome, a lasting imprint on the world. The Roman Republic, though it would eventually give way to the Roman Empire, left an enduring legacy that continues to resonate today. From its humble beginnings as a small city-state, Rome grew to become a powerful force that shaped the ancient world. The Republic's influence extended far beyond its military conquests, embedding itself deeply into the cultural, political, and legal frameworks of future civilizations. Its institutions, particularly the Senate and the concept of elected representatives, served as models for later republics, including the United States of America. The Roman Senate, a body of elected officials, was a pioneering institution that introduced the idea of a representative government. This concept of governance, where citizens have a voice through their elected representatives, has been a cornerstone of democratic societies ever since. Roman law, codified in the 12 Tables and further developed over centuries, formed the basis of legal systems throughout Europe and beyond. The 12 Tables were a set of laws that provided a foundation for Roman legal practice, ensuring that all citizens were subject to the same rules and regulations. This codification of laws was revolutionary, promoting fairness and justice in a way that influenced legal systems for generations. The ideals of the Roman Republic, particularly its emphasis on civic virtue, the rule of law, and the balance of power, continue to inspire political thought and action in the modern world. Civic virtue, the idea that citizens should act in the best interest of their community, was a fundamental principle of Roman society. This principle, along with the structured balance of power between different branches of government, has been integral to the development of modern political systems. The story of the Roman Republic is a testament to the enduring power of ideas and the capacity of even a small city-state to leave an indelible mark on the course of history. The Republic's achievements in governance, law, and civic responsibility have left a lasting imprint that continues to shape our world. From the bustling markets of ancient Rome to the grand architectural marvels like the Colosseum, the legacy of the Roman Republic is a vivid reminder of the profound impact that a well-organized society can have on the world.